You know, there's a reason why St. Joe's and Drexel play on New Year's Eve, and it's because no one wants to spend New Year's Eve with you. And apparently Bruiser said yes. He's getting it after me, so I gotta take a shot. How's it going, guys? Now, I'm supposed to stand up and tell everyone where they're going to finish, because I'm supposed to know these things, but it really kind of goes against type to say it helps to watch some games first. And unlike John tomorrow night and Jay Wright tonight with the exhibition game, I have no game tonight. In fact, I have nothing on my schedule at all until next Monday. So I'm just going to talk until then. And you can all just leave whenever you need to. Now, I actually want to speak very specific to something that Neil brought up, and it seems that it was the topic du jour in Philadelphia basketball during the off-season. The most common question I usually get in the off-season is, how are the Hawks going to be? Because I tend to hang around with a lot of my friends who are grads of St. Joseph's at that time of the year. But the most common question at every golf outing, every shore event, everything this summer was, did Drexel get screwed? And I want to say publicly, absolutely, beyond no shadow of a doubt. And it's because of this. And if you remember one thing between now and Selection Sunday, it should be that when those guys get up, and I'm talking about the TV types more than the committee types, because the committee types work really hard. They go to more games than I do, and that's a lot. And they watch more games than I do, and that's really a lot. But you'll hear the guys on TV, and I don't want to mention, Digger and Jay by name, but you'll hear them talk about the eye test. What team looks good enough to be in the tournament. And I think that's a load of bull. And until whatever day they decide that I'm not allowed to offer an opinion on this topic, I'm going to say that it's a load of bull, and here's why. How many baseball fans do we have in the room? Phillies fans. A good number. All right. Von Hayes was the Phillies first baseman for a long time. 5-for-1, remember, big trade. Ted Williams, swing, lanky guy, looks like the perfect baseball player. Right? Passes what? The eye test. After he was the first baseman for the Phillies for however many losing seasons, we got a guy named John Kruk to play first base, right? And I think John Kruk was famous for going on Letterman and saying, I'm not an athlete, I'm a baseball player. So who was a better first baseman? The guy that hit or the guy that looked like a baseball player? Pretty obvious answer, right? John Kruk, won a pennant, and Von Hayes was managing in Camden. I hope Von's not here. So that's why the eye test makes no sense. In college basketball now, we have 30 to 40 games of an on-court examination. It should be about what you did, not how you looked. In 2007, when Drexel didn't make it, they won 13 true road games. True road games. When the Hawks had the number one non-conference schedule in 2004, they won 12 true road games. There are programs in this country, many of whom are on television time after time after time. If Rand McNally was their athletic director, they couldn't play 12 true road games out of league in a decade. It's just not apples and apples. Last year when Drexel lost in the NIT quarters, that would have been your 30th win, right, Brew? If Drexel had won that game against UMass, and that was the hottest building I've ever been in for a basketball game ever. I think they should maybe stop playing the NIT in July. But if Drexel had won that game, they would have been the first team in the history of Division I basketball to win 30 games and not have been in the NCAA tournament. So when you hear those guys and they start talking about the eye test, change the channel and root for your teams in this city who schedule it right and play each other and do it right. Here are the numbers. If I rank them right now, Drexel 36, St. Joe's 40, Temple 47, all in the field. LaSalle 75 just out, but a very good and dangerous team. Somebody's going to win the Ivy League, Jerome, and, well, Jay's not here, so we don't have to worry about who wins the Big East. Good luck, everybody. Congratulations.